Excellent. Everybody can hear me okay? Fantastic. Okay, great. We shall get started. So today, of course, during the live session, we'll do an overview of the commodity markets. We'll be looking at the top trades of the week. We'll do live technical analysis and trading, identifying profitable trade setups, and of course, we'll be answering any questions you might have just during the session as well. So first of all, just before we get started, let me introduce you to the Gold and Silver Club. The Gold and Silver Club, of course, is an international commodities trading research advisory group specializing in the precious metals, the energies, agricultural markets. We are recognized as the go-to authority on commodities, as internationally respected experts. Our analysis, opinions on the metals, the energies, agricultural markets are routinely sought by major financial television channels, publications, including Bloomberg, Reuters, CNN, Global Banking and Finance Review, the Wall Street Journal, just to name a few. Our team of experts has advised and taught technical analysis, fundamental research, portfolio management now to more than 75,000 private and institutional clients worldwide. So for further information on the Gold and Silver Club and our expertise, please do visit our website at www.thegoldandsilverclub.com. Okay, so we'll move over and have a look at the gold price at the moment. We're currently trading at $1,079 per ounce. So we'll take a look at the technicals very shortly, some of the trade opportunities which are lining up at the moment. Before we do so, we'll have a quick review of the top trades that we've had this week using the Gold and Silver Club signature trading strategies. So first off, there's been some nice opportunities here on Brent crude and light sweet crude oil this week to take advantage of. Very straightforward. So what we're looking at here was a sell opportunity just to go for a full trade for the price to be lower, and that's worked really well on both Brent and WTI. They've continued to break down this week. They've broken through their support. They consolidated. We had almost a bear flag formation which broke down, so Brent crude oil been a really nice short from 56.25. And light sweet crude oil as well has delivered nicely. We're currently sitting around at the moment 48.68. So we've had a good breakdown on this from entering from $50.37. So again, just very simply a sell short, full trade for the price to be lower, and that has broken down very nicely indeed. And we've also had just a quick, nice breakout trade on palladium. Remember that the spreads on the binary.com platform are very tight. You don't have to pay big spreads like you do with other brokers for palladium. So it's been good just to take advantage of a quick day trade opportunity here on palladium midweek, where we've just entered at 618.50, and that's had a nice breakout to the upside and delivered us with a winning trade for a rise for the price to be higher. So what we'll do now, we'll move over to the technicals. We're going to be keeping it very straightforward. We'll be looking at two types of trades, so the rise and fall trade. So it's very simply, if you select rises, you win the payout if the market exit price is strictly higher than the entry price, and if you select falls, you win the payout if the market exit price is strictly lower than the entry price. So the beauty of this, of course, is that your trade only needs to close at 1 point in the direction of your prediction, and you will win the entire trade. So it doesn't need to deliver hundreds and hundreds of points. It just needs to close 1 point over the time frame in your direction over the time frame that we specify. Okay, so we're going to move on to the live technicals now. So we'll go over some of the setups that we're seeing. Hey there, Peter. Good to see you. Hi there, Maria. So we'll go and we'll move over some of the technicals at the moment and some of the setups that we're seeing developing just as we're going into the US session this afternoon. Okay, so let me move over to the technicals here and we'll go through it. So first of all, we'll go over to light sweet crude oil first, and then we'll look also at the WTI. We'll have a look at light sweet crude oil, and then we'll move over to also look at Brent crude oil as well. So light sweet crude oil, we've continued to break down. So we've entered into this trade at 50.39. We're sitting at 48.71 at the moment. So if you look at the overall price structure, what we had here essentially was a bear flag formation, and we also had a nice consolidation, so we took advantage of that sell. So we sold off, we had a bear flag, which essentially is just when the price, it sells off, then it slowly rises, but it never really fully retraces, and then you just see a breakdown, back down again, ultimately taking out the support just to the left, and then you get quite a decent sell-off. And that's what we're seeing at the moment. We've had good follow-through on oil. Now, we do have the Baker Hughes coming up this afternoon at 6 o'clock, so expect volatility potentially this afternoon, which will be about 5.5 hours time. So we may get a potential retracement. We've broken down quite nicely on oil over the last few sessions. We'll have a look at the tighter time frame shortly. I'll just move it over to Brent crude oil and we can just have a look at some of the confluence there as well. So you look at Brent crude oil, we've taken out this swing low just to the left. We're continuing to break down. This has been pretty good to just get in on the tighter time frames actually, as we've tended to consolidate, break down, consolidate, break down. You've got a nice overhead trend channel here as we've continued to break down, broke this support zone yesterday and just have come down to the next major support. So it's just been a really good, solid breakdown in price for both. And we'll have a look at some potential setups shortly. I'll just do a quick overview of the markets that we're watching. Gold as well, for the time being, you can see here on the tighter time frames, you've just got a very clear trend channel which we've come down and we bounced off earlier on today. Now we did get this huge capitulation earlier on in the week on Monday when we had a huge sell-off on the gold market. Since then, we've slowly but steadily started to come back down to the lower end of that capitulation. Now, I want to see whether we're going to put in a double low here. So if we come back down to retest Monday's low at 1,070 and then potentially get a bounce off that zone, or whether we'll take it out and we'll close below it and potentially we'll start to see more downside ahead of next week's trading. So the big one next week is going to be the FOMC statement. FOMC statement on Wednesday is what a lot of traders will be awaiting now for the next major move in a lot of the commodities, particularly the precious metals. So if we take it out to a much larger time frame here with gold, you'll see we're actually testing the lower end of the trend channel. We're testing this major zone going back to 2010. We're sitting right at that support zone at the moment. So we're either, I would anticipate at this event area, we're either going to break down, so we could have quite a major flush out again, or we are going to break back up towards the upper end of, rotate back up towards the upper end of the trend channel as we come into August, and that could present a very lucrative buy opportunity, but in the short term we may see more selling pressure, and I think we'll get quite a decisive move next Wednesday once the FOMC statement, once we've had that come out on Wednesday. This is where we would really be looking towards gold and silver, the other precious metals, to see whether they'll continue to break down or whether they'll rotate from current prices. If we have a look at silver, if we go over to, again, the much larger time frame on silver, we've got a major trend channel going all the way back to 2003, another bounce in 2008, another bounce earlier on this year, towards the end of last year, and then just recently we're also sitting at a very key horizontal support. That was key resistance in 2006, this is at 1450, then it was key resistance again in 2009, then it provided support in 2010, and we're just bouncing off this level. So we're very clearly at a key juncture at the moment for the precious metals, key event area. If I just draw on a quick trend channel here for silver, you'll see where we're just getting a bit of a bounce. We're hitting the lower end of the channel here. Now just keep an eye on the tighter time frames here. If we get a little bit of a bounce again and potentially a rotation back up, there might be a quick day trade opportunity this afternoon for a quick buy here. So we'll keep an eye on that for a potential long here. If we do get a little bit of a bounce, if we break through that trend channel to the downside, we may see a selling opportunity. So we're waiting really for the US session to kick in to see where we're going to have our next trade on silver. If we move over to platinum, has continued to consolidate. We also got this big capitulation on Monday, and since then we've really continued to consolidate, awaiting the next move. So you can see on the tighter time frames where we're just moving sideways at the moment, with between some nice key support zones, with platinum just ricocheting between support and resistance here. So up, down, up, down. We may come back down to around the 958, 959 level, $959 per ounce, and then see another bounce back up. So we'll keep an eye on that this afternoon. Palladium as well. So palladium has had a good run earlier on this week. We were looking like we may start to break out from this trend channel, but there's a lot of overhead resistance. It's just not managed to break above. Inverse hammer on the daily. I would say we've probably got a short-term sell here for palladium. We can take that trade just as we're starting to break down. You can see there's a little bit of consolidation to the left of the chart. Probably that's the trade we can take right now. Actually, we're just breaching it now. We just breached the low of the daily as well, so I'm quite happy to take that. The only issue you've got with palladium is that we'll need to wait for Monday for this trade to fully deliver, so we'll need for it to close out. We can't take a day trade on it. I'll see if we can, but otherwise we'll just take a trade for it to be lower by the close on Monday. Seems to be breaking down at the moment, so we can take that for a sell short from 612.32 here. Okay, excellent. Right, good to see you, Widia, Mock. Hi there, guys. Hi there, Baraka. Hey, Baraka, how you doing? Great stuff. So, hi there, Malcolm. Excellent. Right, well, we'll just have a look. I'll go back to palladium. I highlight as a top trade at the moment. That we can go for a sell short. Ideally, I'd like to be in and out of that quicker rather than wait for the Monday close. But we'll just have a look at some of the other trade opportunities lining up at the moment. Okay, so we've got light sweet crude oil. So what I'll be looking at here In fact, let me just organize these. Yeah, I'm going to take the palladium trade first. So the palladium trade has broken through the lower end of. You can see we've broken through the last couple of days worth of consolidation, and we're looking to just break through the low there. So we're looking for a break at just 612. We've already started to break down, so I'm going to take the palladium trade. Right, just a quick note to. Some of the traders on today's session. It's great to see some of you guys on here, Gold and Silver Club traders. This isn't an official Gold and Silver Club trade, just so that you're aware, guys. So I just want to put that out there. We'll take this trade. It's for a sell short, but it's not an official Gold and Silver Club trade. So I'm going to take this for a sell short. I'm going to go for the price to be lower. And we'll keep you updated. For those of you on today's session, it's great to see you in the Gold and Silver Club. We'll keep you updated by the members forum via the new setups that we're looking to take, which are official GSC trades. And if you've got any questions, guys, just feel free to reach out to me as well. Okay, perfect. So just moving over to palladium, this sell short opportunity. So we've got a sell. We're looking for a duration of 3 days. The spot price 611.93. I'm going to go essentially the risk on this is $529.63. This is for the price to be lower, so lower than 611.93. So let me just talk you through this trade again. So we need to be out of this. The duration of this trade, it's going to be out of it by the Monday close, okay, for a sell short on palladium. So we don't have to play any sort of spreads. Now, the thinking behind this is we've broken through the last couple of days of support here, okay? So you can see this got a nice rejection candle on the daily. If you go out to the tighter time frames, the 4 hour, we're also breaking through support. So 612.32, you can see we're just starting to break that, almost like a mini head and shoulders pattern we've got here just on the tighter time frame. So a lot of confidence for this for a sell short at the moment. So I'm just going to get the best price and I'll go for a sell short. So I want to be in this at spot price 611.95. This is a lower trade, so deposit 529.63. Payout is $1,000. So I will just go for a sell short on this. Okay, perfect. So that has been executed. Perfect. Okay, good. So the palladium trade I like for a sell short. So I'll just move over to, these are going to be more of a continuation of sell shorts that we're in at the moment. So I do see WTI light sweet crude oil continuing. Now, right now, what I would look at here, if you want to get in for a quick binary trade here, is for the low to break here. So what we need to do is just break the support here. So you've got, all you're doing is you've got a staircase pattern, okay, at the moment for oil. So what it's doing is it's just moving sideways and then it breaks down. And it just forms this nice consolidation, breaks down, nice consolidation, breaks down. See, we've seen this time and time again. I'll just show you a little bit more clearly with oil. So we move to the side. We then consolidate, and then we break down. So what I'll be looking at for oil today for further confirmation, another sell short, is just for us to, we've consolidated again. I'd like for us to just break below 48.17, and then we can go for another sell short, tighter time frame, just to be in and out prior to the Baker Hughes report, which comes out at 6 p.m. today. So you want to be in this circa about 3 or 4 hours for a sell short. So we're just consolidating, breaking down, consolidating, breaking down, consolidating, breaking down. So break of 48.17, and then you can get into that for a sell short, okay? And that will, you can just take that through essentially the energies contract. So let me just show you that. So you just go out to the energies here. So it'll be a case of just bringing out oil. We'll be looking for a futures contract. So just be hours. You go into here, you look at 4 hours, for example. That should be enough time for us. Yep. And then you just put in your risk on that particular trade. Okay, so we just wait for confirmation at the moment for oil. So it hasn't quite got there. It looks like if we do break the support, that's going to be nice for a sell short opportunity. Now on the Brent crude oil contract, we're continuing to move sideways, breakdown, move sideways, breakdown. We've just found support. You can see clearly where we just bounced off 54.78 support right now. So it's also had a very similar staircase, just a pattern to the downside. You can see also very clear, just overhead resistance on the tighter time frames. We're coming down back towards the lower end of the trend channel at the moment. Okay, so you can see here quite clearly that we've just come down to a little bit of support. So what I'd like to see today is just the low taken out there, 54.78, and then we should just get more downside again. Okay, perfect. And just going back, Michael, just going back to your question on light sweet crude oil. So, Michael, what you want to do, just jump onto the Gold and Silver Club, the members forum, and there's an update on the oil trade that we're shorting at the moment, and you can take a look at the take profit that we've got currently on that trade. Just go onto the forum, and it's all on there for you. Yeah, perfect. Good. Right, we'll just move over to have a look at any opportunities you've got today with gold as well and silver. So if we look at silver, we are getting a bit of a bounce. I think this key event area, you want to keep an eye on it on the tighter time frames. I do fancy this for a quick buy to the upside. I think we could get just a quick bounce because we're at such a major level, the 1450 zone. It's not, we haven't quite got confirmation yet, but this afternoon, if we do get confirmation, I'll be looking for a quick rotation back towards the upper end of the trend channel for a quick day trade. It needs to confirm though. We haven't quite confirmed that move to the upside, but if we do, I'll be looking for a buy opportunity here with silver this afternoon. Just a very quick day trade to the upside. If it breaks through support, we can short it. With gold as well, you can see we're just coming down, actually we're coming down for a retest right now. You can see this tighter time frame trend channel. We make a little bit of a bounce and then a rotation up higher here. On the daily, you can see, in fact, where we're starting the big capitulation that we had on Monday, we're starting to retrace. Once we come back down to 1071 zone, be very interesting to see if we see sell orders or buy orders kick in. This will be another major event area. If we do break through that zone, so just take it back out to the much larger time frame, if we do break through the 1070 zone, you've got psychological support 1050 and then the 1000 level. So we could really start to see the momentum kick in to the downside. But we do have that all-important FOMC statement. 1040, so 1050 and 1040 below will be the very key next levels for gold to break down to if we do see a breaking down of this support zone just today. So we can keep an eye on that as well for a potential quick day trade opportunity if we break down from 1070 just for the price to be lower. I do think the big opportunity now is definitely going to come next week when we have the FOMC statement on Wednesday. Okay, and we'll just have a quick look at the US dollar as well, which also moves inversely to a lot of the precious metals. The US dollar index, we did get a retest to the lower end of the trend channel just yesterday. You can see we're starting to break out a bit to the upside. We've already cleared above yesterday's high. If this builds up momentum to the upside today, that will put pressure on all of the commodities, including oil, the grains, the precious metals. That's definitely what we're seeing at the moment. So you can see this little pop to the upside of the US dollar. If the US dollar really picks up momentum, comes back up to the upper end of this trend channel, it's really going to be good for sell shorts this afternoon for a lot of the precious metals. So including that palladium trade that we've just taken for a sell short, which is starting to break down. So that's what we're looking at this afternoon, guys. See some good opportunities. Well done if you've managed to catch some of the sell shorts that we've had over the last week. Particularly oil has really been a good mover as well. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll just bring it back to the main presentation. So we've got the FOMC statement next Wednesday. So for those of you who aren't members of the Gold and Silver Club, essentially we have an opportunity next Wednesday, the FOMC statement, which is historically highly volatile and profitable trading opportunity. Now, particularly given where the prices of the metals are at the moment, it could really be make or break for gold, for silver, for copper, platinum, palladium, also oil as well. We should, usually on that statement, we get confirmation of the direction, certainly for the rest of next week from Wednesday through to Friday. We normally get very good follow through. We'll be trading that live, of course, with everybody at the Gold and Silver Club. We'll be providing live analysis, live trade setups, live support as well as we enter into that trade live. So if you're not a member of the Gold and Silver Club already, what you want to do is just go to www.jointhegoldandsilverclub.com. That's where your enrollment form will be. Just complete the application there. It doesn't take long, it'll be less than a minute just to go through that application form. This is what it will look like. In fact, let me just put that in the chat for you all just to make that really very straightforward. So it's just www.jointhegoldensilverclub.com. Okay, perfect. And so once you've clicked on that, we'll get in touch with you ASAP. We are limited in places for next week's enrollment. So Monday we are doing another enrollment. So I would urge you, if you are interested in trading the FOMC statement next week, we're going to be doing a lot of enrollments. Will be a Monday and Tuesday, and then after that, the enrollment will be closed for this month. So you do just want to get in touch ASAP if you'd like to trade that live. You also, by becoming a member of the Gold and Silver Club, you'll of course be set up with the exact charts that we use at the Gold and Silver Club. Also, you'll have access to our live trading room, our online forum, and also all the setups that we provide. So that's what you'll be getting once you join us at the Gold and Silver Club. So guys, I look forward to welcoming you to the Gold and Silver Club, those who will be joining us. And, of course, good luck for this afternoon. Good trading. I hope it's a nice, profitable one. Have a great weekend. And we'll, of course, see everybody back here for next week's Commodities Corner. And we'll also see everybody who's joining us for next Wednesday's FOMC statement. Okay, perfect. Yeah, cheers, Richard. No problem. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend, and we'll, of course, see you on the next one. And thanks, Reese, for hosting today's session. It's been great. Okay, take care, guys. Bye-bye.